Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And first and foremost, I hope everybody has had a very Merry Christmas, and I hope that everybody has a very safe and Happy New Year. That being said, many of you are aware that I have not posted anything for quite a while, actually since this video back here that you can see on my screen, where I introduced my 1996 C4 Grand Sport. At the beginning of summer, I took the leap and I actually picked up this vehicle and I made a video about it. And for those of you that have already watched that, and this might be your first time seeing my channel, probably wondering why I haven't posted anything since. Now, about a month after I picked up this car, my father had a heart attack, and unfortunately he did not survive. Long story short, it was caught everybody off guard. He wasn't sick prior to that. He was actually very healthy, and just pretty much rocked our entire family and changed a lot of things in all of our lives. It's been a very rough, almost was it 6 months now. He had a heart attack in July and passed away, almost less than 2 weeks later in August. Now, I don't want to bog this video down with that, but a lot of the reason that I am into cars and a lot of the things that I'm into in my life, whether it be technology, gadgets, and stuff like that, I do feel a lot of that comes from my father. He wasn't really a big car guy, but I know growing up, he was really into European sports cars and stuff like that, and kind of just always had my back, I guess, if you want to say, when it came to the things that I did with my car. And as I continue on here, apologies if there's any awkward cuts. It's just really hard to make this video. I've tried a couple times, but I just want to power through this, get this one out before the new year, so I can kind of try and put all this stuff behind me. I don't think there's ever a situation where someone loses one of their parents, family member, anything like that, where they would find it to be easy or in any way, shape, or form. But I do think that some situations can be harder than others. I know some people are not very close with their families, and then other people are as close as can be. I've had the blessing, and unfortunately now the curse, I guess, if you want to say, of losing my father. I mean, I'm not terribly young. I lost him when I was 40. I'm 41 now. I'm blessed to have had all those years with him. I think the thing that has made this very hard for me, have my father here one day and then essentially have him gone the next, is something there's really no way for anybody to prepare for. I mean, it's been rough. I know it's been tough for my brother and his family. They've got 2 little kids, and he was just tough not having Grandpa around anymore. I know the rest of my family as well. Just everybody was completely caught off guard by this, and yeah, I mean, like I was saying, there's never a situation where something like this is easy, but it's definitely harder than I thought. My father lived with me. I own a duplex. He lived in my lower unit. I lived in the upper, so there wasn't a day that went by that I didn't see him, more or less. We also worked together at the same company, and it's made things very, very tough. And it's been really hard to sit down and actually make a video here and put it together and have that creativity flowing with me, because it's just been consuming my life up until now, and will for a while. But I know I need to keep doing this. I know that you guys have been supporting me through this, and I guess the biggest thing that I need to do is I want to get over the hurdle of what's happened this year and everything, and part of that process is me bringing to you something that I'm very happy that I have. Has been very hard to go back and watch, and he was always supportive of more or less my car fixation. When I went and got the yellow C4 Corvette, he went with me to look at it. We drove it together the first day I had it. We took some pictures together. Yeah, and it was just a really, really good day. And I haven't sold the yellow Corvette yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do at this point. But when I flew to Missouri and picked up this Grand Sport, it was a long drive back. And I got back around midnight. And my father was right outside of our house waiting for me to get back because he wanted to see it. And it took me a lot longer to get back, and it was a long drive. It was tiring, but got back midnight. My dad's standing outside, wanted to hop in, take a ride around the block and see the new car because he was happy for me and happy that I got this. And it was a good day. The next day, I set my GoPro up on the dashboard, took my dad for a ride, and thankfully I recorded the whole thing to get really his, it wasn't his initial reaction, but his first real ride along in my Corvette. And I'd like to play that footage for you now, mostly in its entirety. There are a couple personal conversations that we had along the way that I'm going to cut out of here, but yeah, I really hope you guys stick through and watch this. It's just going to be more or less a random, off the cuff kind of video that originally I was only going to edit a couple minutes into and make my next video. He was taking a ride with me to go get some car detailing supplies so that I could actually clean it up before taking a trip right away with it. So, yeah, without further ado, I just wanted to share with you my father's first ride in my 1996 C4 Corvette Grand Sport.
And I gotta order those mirror things.
It's getting chilly again today. God, we're so low. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I know, you're at the bumper.
Over us. I know.
So, yeah, this headliner definitely has to, see, I was sitting like this the whole day, and I'm like,
yeah.
Your seat button's comfortable because you can move your...
Oh yeah, give me the lumbar.
You want all of it?
Yeah.
But you can adjust it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
As you want it. So.
Ooh.
And this moves the seat.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's as far as you can go, but you can adjust the...
No, now I'm leaning farther back. Oh yeah, gotta have that firm back. Okay, there we go. You can turn the air conditioning off. Oh wait, it's Wisconsin in June. 50 degrees.
Oh, when I was driving yesterday, I probably 2 or 3 different occasions coming back with it. Probably 2 or 3 different occasions had someone take pictures in the car next to me. So I kind of just like sat here nonchalantly and looked forward so they could get a good picture. But I'll have to check on Instagram and see if anybody was posting pictures with the right hashtags or something. But yeah, so
no one talked to you at the rest stops or whenever you stopped for gas?
One guy looked like he wanted to, but didn't when I was recording the live video, because I think his wife was like, he's doing something. Because I saw him kind of walking this way, and then he kind of like turned and went, so I wonder if he was, he wanted to come up and ask me about it, but then saw I was doing the live video, so. Yeah. No, I do notice people look at this though, compared to my other one. Like that was just, it's a Corvette. But I think the people that know are the ones that are then like, ooh, that's a Grand Sport, so it's not like a...
Or it's just different, Yeah. You don't see blue ones,
Yeah, and then just, throw some racing stripes on a car and it's special all of a sudden. Like that blue Daytona that I had, that I kind of did almost the exact same thing as this. Remember, it was about this color blue, and I put the 2 white stripes over the top of it. And then all of a sudden it looks like something special. It's too quiet though, no exhaust note. You don't hear it at all.
How was your gas mileage?
Coming back, I averaged, if the trip odometer was right when the salesman filled it up, I averaged about 26 miles per gallon. So
can't beat that.
No, not with 330 horsepower and a V8. So imagine if this thing had like don't imagine it, but imagine if it had a turbo 4-cylinder engine in it or something like that. It'd probably get like 50 miles to the gallon on the highway with aerodynamics and that. So. I know the new one they're talking about possibly doing an electric Corvette. I don't know any more specifics, but just heard rumors about that doing an all electric one. And I could only assume that would probably be fast and probably get into the Tesla market. So.
Yeah, I see. You're already doing 1,500 at what, 5th?
Yeah, 5th at 45, or 45, 48, whatever. So, yeah, about 1,500, and then you go into 6th. This is probably too slow for 6th, but I think I hit 4th. So. Yeah, it's still 6th is so far over. I'm not used to having 1,000 RPMs at 6,000. So I'm used to 5 gears for sure, and then having reverse right next to 6. Really, I'm used to having to like go push down, over, and up to go into reverse, and it feels weird. That's just not. I don't think many cars were made with reverse over there, unless it was like, something with a right-hand drive car or something. So
now you got to use premium in here.
Yep. About what did it take? Filled up. I think it was 17 gallons. When I filled up when the reserve tank came on, so a little thing comes on when it's got 2 bars left and it says reserve. So I was like, I'm not risking it. I don't know if this is accurate in this car yet,
Yeah.
So, and I actually do not know what that little guy is there. So it looks like a sensor or something. But
does it turn on and off the trip on?
no, it looks like a light. I wonder if it's a.
Oh yeah, to me it looked like a raised little circle, but it's actually a dimple.
Another reason to watch that VHS tape that it came with. This one, my yellow one is so, this one is just like all you hear is the manual transmission or so.
And this one's quiet.
Yeah, it still has the typical C4 like rattles and things like that.
You can make that turn. You can make it.
No, I can make the turn. It's going in that I'm worried about. So see that entrance there is potholes. Can and should are 2 very, very different things. So. All right, there we go. But while I run in, if you want to give Ryan a call and tell him that we'll swing by if he wants to see it.
Yeah.
So. What's that?
Ryan's Jeep that he likes, right? That's the
the Renegade. Yeah.
It's too small in back.
Well, the thing I don't like about it, I'll leave the key here if you want to open the windows or futz around with anything. But all right, anybody stop, take gawking?
No, I didn't see anybody. It's more on the far end here. Squeal the tires.
Probably with having first gear, I could. Then the ASR kicks in. So you gotta turn that off if you want to keep the wheels going. So you tell Ryan we're gonna stop by?
Yep.
I think it's advanced stability something or other. So. Always is. So, I think we're in the clear. So yeah, just gonna pick her. too gentle.
Gotta pop the clutch.
It's got balls. I'm good with that, right?
Yeah.
As long as the brakes are good. Just get that head bobbing.
Yes. You try
That
going
right
from
there.
second gear? See how-
Oh, you can, just not uphill. If you're like at a light, when I was getting on the freeway and stuff like that, I turned the corner at second gear and stuff, because first is pretty much just that get up and go gear. There's
Yeah.
not a lot there. So yeah, this is definitely gonna have to get addressed. So whatever the padding is on here brings it down, and then I can feel the. I'll have to do like a nice push pin design or something to hold it up. So, or maybe I can put this. It doesn't help. So. I'll go from second here to show you.
Yeah, you just gotta really give it gas.
Yeah.
That's all.
A little bog at the beginning, but if you're moving even a little bit, second gear is fine. I mean, it's the thing is, it's still an older Corvette, made the same way all the older Corvettes and all that stuff were made. So I mean, it's not exactly a luxurious ride, as to be expected, but it's nice for what it is. I mean, I don't want to take another 8-hour drive in it anytime soon, but I'm sure after probably about a half hour of this, you're probably done with it too, right?
Well, yeah, you can feel all the bumps and everything, but you got the lumbar support and all that too. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You got electric seat. Yeah, I mean, I was. Actually, there's a little tab on the side for the back, like right down here. Little push tab. You can probably feel it sticking out. It's right near the front corner of the seat, and that adjusts the back.
Yeah, I want to bring it up more. There, it's
Better?
I don't like that laying back thing. You have to because you got to fight.
Actually, yeah, that is a little better. A little higher there. So
It's more back support then. Otherwise, your back is kind of sagging.
Yeah. Well, see, it's. Anyways, though, I mean, like overall, I mean, I know you don't like. I know you don't really like Corvettes. Not to say you don't dislike them, but
Well,
it's
I
not
like
your
muscle
thing.
cars are my thing. That's all.
So, but I don't know. What do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't think you'd
I think
want.
it's nicer than
You don't want to take a
better
long
than the
trip
yellow
in
one.
it if you didn't have to, but yes, it's better than the yellow one.
well, you just got to get out frequently. That's all.
Yeah, the thing that was really annoying about the yellow one is, just the fact that you drive anywhere and it's got the oil leaks are getting so bad to the point where it's smoking, and it's just, you don't really get that whole enjoyment factor when you're worried about when's the day the seal is going to finally go, and then you're sitting there with a puddle of oil under the car, and all this. At least it feels. This one definitely feels tight. What?
Cops got a guy finally
Oh,
on Drexel. People are complaining all the time on.
yeah, they've been going way too fast.
Yep.
But it's definitely like every one of these bumps that we just went over. In the yellow one would be like, and you hear every rattle. This is a lot more solid on the inside feeling.
Nina should drive that one up. So you can put a for sale sign on it. See if you get any nibbles.
I think what I've decided I'm going to do with that one is the first payment on this isn't due till July 16th, so I got a little time, obviously. But I think what I'm going to do with the yellow one at this point is I think I'm going to put it up on trade for a trading in, because my whole point of getting that car in the first place was to see what I could trade into. I think I'm just going to try and do that again, see what I can go from a Corvette to, you know what I mean? Maybe I won't be able to trade from a Corvette to a Corvette. I can pretty much guarantee that. But maybe what I can do is look for a truck or a Jeep or maybe something.
Boxer.
Well, to be honest,
That'd be funny if you had a boxer. With a boxer.
Well, the one thing
or a sports car, some sort.
Yeah, I mean, I never intended to become a Corvette guy, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
one
you
car
fell
that,
into it.
yeah, and it just worked out. But one thing I always wanted to get was a
Serendipity, I think that's called.
the one that I always wanted to get was a 3000 GT. I never got it, so maybe I could work on that and see if there's a way to trade into one of those and just get that for some fun on the side. But
Honda sports car or something. Somebody wants to get
did I turn on the wrong road? No, this is
right down here. Oh, they're out. Ah, he's cutting grass.
Oh, perfect. Perfect timing, right?
Just park at the bottom. Yeah, because then they can ride their thing.
So there you have it, everyone. That was my father's first ride in my Grand Sport. I do severely regret not leaving the camera rolling after that moment. You saw the smile on his face as he lit up when we were actually driving over to my brother's. I was going to show my brother the car, and my little niece and nephew were outside, and they were the light of my father's life when he finally became a grandfather. Seeing him smile, when we pulled up, because they were running from the garage to say hi to Grampy, and yeah, I do wish I would have left the camera recording and gotten more of that. So, anyways, I don't want to bring down this video. This video is meant to honor my father, and I mean, it's just one of those things that never expected when I was recording when I was recording those moments that was going to be one of my more cherished memories, having with my father and having that whole thing on video. I'm very thankful for that. All I can say at this point in time is that words can't describe a lot of what this year has been. It's been very rough. I don't know what the future holds at this point in time, but I do have a lot of things that need to get sorted out in my life and dealt with so I can progress forward past this. And I'm hoping that the new year will hopefully make things a little bit easier, and I am going to do my best to try and get more content out there. There were a lot of videos I wanted to make this past year with the car, and unfortunately I haven't even taken it. I haven't been able to get it out on the road for a couple months now. We had our first blizzard in October here, and they lay salt down like crazy. So just there's nothing I can do right now until spring. But I'm going to try and get a few more videos out there, and I do also have a few things that prior to what happened to my father, I did record. For instance, we did go up to Corvette Adventures. So in the meanwhile, with not being able to do anything with the car, I'll probably get a couple videos out there going over a few of the things that I wasn't able to make, and then just bear with me, stick with me, and I'm going to do my best going into 2020 here. Hopefully, make 2020 the year with the Grand Sport that I wanted 2019 to be. So I want to thank you all for sticking through to the end of this, and just know that I thank you all for your support. I appreciate everything, and I will do my best to bring you guys some awesome content in 2020, and I'm happy to put 2019 behind me and look forward to the new year. I know it's going to be rough without my father, but my family is going to pull through. We're going to fight through this, and we will be okay. And again, like I said, thank you all for all your kind words and support over the past few months, and bearing with my lack of creativity, I guess, if you want to say, but here's looking forward to the new year. So hope everybody has a very safe and happy new year, and I will see you guys on the other side in my next video.
So go get them up there.
Yes, me like I'll go.
Here, you're gonna do a thumbnail. Come on, do what you're just gonna do. So I can pull a frame from it. There, whatever.